I'm Ray Miller from Vivox. I'm the VP of Sales, and I've got a pretty long, deep history in the video game industry. Back in the early 80s, I did the home versions of Frogger, Qbert, wrote a concept for Star Wars, the Death Star battle game. Been in the game industry pretty much my whole life. So here I am at Vivox, and we're supporting voice in game. So we're one of the leading providers of voice chat for games here in the industry. Our very first customer was CCP and Eve, and I think there was a game that really had a strong need for voice, and worked very closely with CCP, and that was our first big voice integration in the game. And from there, just kind of went to some other big titles: EverQuest 2, Linden Labs, Second Life, of course. Most recently, one of your games, World of Tanks. World of Tanks is just really taken off like crazy. And you think of a game like World of Tanks, and what better application for people talking to each other and coordinating their battles? I mean, it kind of really feels like it needs voice, and so we're really excited to be part of that whole success story with BigWorld, World of Tanks, and Vivox. So it's been great for us. We've created a voice font for voice in tank, so it sounds like you're in this very echoey, kind of cavernous, loud, mechanical. So absolutely. I mean, but Jason, if you want to sound like a girl when you're commanding that tank battle, we could make that happen too. So it really depends on what kind of voice you're looking for. Without letting you know too many of the details, look for it to be very competitive and very innovative business model that's going to allow our voice technology really to be used by millions and millions of people. I mean, we have 60 million users right now. We're serving about 3 billion minutes a month, which is pretty phenomenal when you think about it. But we're really going to ramp that up to a new level. So stay tuned sometime around the middle of November for some pretty very exciting announcements. People are becoming more demanding. So point to point's great if you've got one-on-one. You and I are talking to each other, Jason. But if I've got my guild in the channel and I've got 10, 20 people, that point-to-point experience kind of degrades pretty quickly as you start dividing it into 2, 4, 5 people. So I think that's one of the big differences of how we're approaching it. Is everything goes back to our infrastructure, and then we mix it. So the quality is going to be good, whether it's you and I are talking, or 20 people in our guild talking, or thousands of people talking. So it's really a different approach to how we're doing it. We've been a strong partner in support of what you're doing. One of our recent partners, our recent successes, has been World of Tanks. I think World of Tanks is just a great example of what can you do with the BigWorld platform, what can you do with Vivox voice technology, and then of course you've got a great game on top of that, and it's really kind of like a killer combination. And I think all pieces of that technology. Of course, a great game is the key. You got to start there, but you've got to make sure you're building it on top of good, solid technology as well. And I think that's what BigWorld and Vivox does, for that mix there.